Oh, nice. That was a pretty cool move. And the rear quarter damage, that was created with this.
That's a fail.
Oh, sick. They got goodies as well. Alright, so another night on the drift car. It's been a couple of weeks and we haven't really been filming very much just because we've been doing wiring, and neither of us are that great at wiring and can share much detail, but it is getting closer. So currently as we stand, we have the loom just zip tied in there to sort of simulate where the ECU might be, and we've just been slowly wiring things in. We had noticed we went LS coils, being that Haltecs don't have igniters in them. So that's what we're going to do as well. So those are wired in. TPS and the drive-by wire is wired in. Water temp, oil, pressure, both knock sensors, crank angle sensor, injectors, O2 sensor, and both cam angle sensors are all wired in. Now we do have an ignition lead kit that we're going to sort out probably tonight. Need to wire up the alternator and the starter. We also have a drive shaft that we need the front replaced to fit the single rail, spare axles and a diff that we got cheap. Now, and here we've got a pair of these red SAS bucket seats, a pair of harnesses, a handbrake. Also went and hit up oh sick, they got goodies as well. We've got some rear coilovers for the rear because one of the ones in the car currently is blown. There's a whole bunch of goodies in there. Couple t-shirts, stickers, key tags, throwing knives. So what I'm going to do now, just because we're running out of time and not sure how much the drive shaft shop's got on, I'm going to get the drive shaft bolted in, take some measurements and try to get that off as soon as possible to hopefully get it in 2 weeks. Alright, so we've just got some ignition leads made up. The ProFlow sort of...
Ignition lead set.
Yeah, sick.
Cut to size of however you want.
We got them routed pretty neat, and we have ignition. Yeah. We got the wheels off. Oh, nice. That was a pretty cool move. Wheels coming off because we got coilovers. I think I showed them in the box earlier.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Legends.
Sorted this out in a very short amount of time.
Yes.
And yeah, if you need coilovers, I'll hook you up.
They got your back. What have you found?
Alright, so we're throwing these coilovers out, so need to undo them. Now, this side is apparently the same as the other side. Let's have a quick look. This side, when I'm pulling apart, I was absolutely gobsmacked. This is the reason why, if you're buying a built drift car that's already built, you need to go over it thoroughly. So we've got, see in there, lower bolt there for the coilover. Come around this side and have a look how much thread is through the nut for that lower bolt on the coilover.
Damn, boy. All of 1.4 threads.
Yeah, not what I would say is safe to be going sending it sideways at someone's expensive drift car.
Mind you, we all know about the wheel well damage and the rear quarter damage. That was created with this. Hey, in saying that, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah. You know what's really hysterical with these, Sol? The bolts in the shocks, in the coilovers,
I can see
are cut to length.
Weight reduction.
That's cut once, measure nothing. Look, that is literally three and a half threads.
Alright, what's going on here? He's got the helmet on. What debauchery is happening here? That's Ellie.
First time ever of having a crack at trying to weld aluminium. I'm prepared for this to be really crap. No idea what I'm doing. I've watched the YouTube video. I'm sending it.
Apparently this is going to be loud.
Oh,
What happened?
blew the end of the tungsten off and put a big black dot on it.
So it turns out the hose for the bottle had a kink in it. So try it with gas this time.
Well, that's loud.
Way too hot, I think. Whoa! I think that was too hot. I got too close to the edge and melted the side of the plate out.
I mean, first time touching Ellie, this one here in the center, there's a second crack. Not terrible. I I honestly don't have a clue, but I think that looks alright.
I'm not upset. I think my tungsten needs to be out a bit further.
Yeah, you go a bit warm at the end
It's
there.
not close enough to the end.
So while Lee's over there playing with the alley, I'm trying to figure out where to put the battery. Now we're looking, there's a couple of holes in the floor here, but being that this is a rear quarter and it's probably going to get smashed at some point, don't really want the battery down there getting crushed and possibly the terminals getting touched or something. So, looking at over here instead. Now the current idea is I've got these old sway bar links that I had stashed away in my toolbox. Thinking about putting that up through the floor, a couple of washers and nuts on the bottom to hold it in place, and then make a plate as a sort of strap over top. And that should be pretty secure thinking. Now the fuel tank, we've still got the factory fuel tank underneath here. Excuse the jumbled mess, but in front of the tank there's a bit of a sort of gap there, recess, crevasse, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to try see if I can find any space to come up through the floor with those bolts and see if we can't make a battery mount. What did you just say?
I'll give it a crack.
So the whole purpose of having a crack at Ellie was to get a
Temp sensor.
temp sensor bung in the thermostat housing.
And
After what? How many?
2 passes.
2 passes?
2 passes and a melt through.
Let's send it.
I've got a spare one upstairs. Right.
This is the setup.
I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do this. I hope it's clean enough.
This is off the cuff.
So there's extra pressure here because the camera's on, but I'm just like, send it.
If it's bad, it's good, unless we got it.
I hope it's clean enough.
Be good.
I've never welded cast.
I have faith.
There's a very high chance this is going to go wrong. Oh. No, something's going wrong. I haven't got the tungsten out far enough to reach it. It's made it messy. Oh, that's terrible. I think we can confirm that's a fail. We're going to try without the steel thing on it, just to see that may be causing it to create a magnetic field or something that's mucking it up.
No, Jupiter's in line this month, I think. And there's the start of our battery hold. Now that currently is not going anywhere, but that's not finished. What I want to do is make sort of some corner feet out of angle on is that adjacent? I'm not sure. Just so to stop it sliding left, right, forward, back, up, right, down, circle, triangle, X square. Just so that the battery is less strain on the battery strap, if you can call it that. And yeah, that's that's our battery mount technically. But I'm gonna leave it there for tonight and catch you on the next one. Ciao.